What's up, boys? We're back. Um, this episode, last time we did some corn harvesting. Well, this time we're gonna do some soybean harvesting. I got this field, that field, and this field to harvest. I was honestly thinking about buying this field, but I don't got enough money. But I could take out like a little loan and buy it. We'll think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna go on the ball with harvesting this field. I could go down there. Down there's the way to cross this field, but I always like cut through the train tracks right here. Cut across. Oh, and yeah, something like that. Yeah, we're gonna start on this field. Last episode we did do a corn harvest, and I ended up laying some of the corn down on the ground to make into like you can do it with soybeans too. It's crazy. I didn't know you could do that. But I laid it down on the ground so I could build some corn stalks, and I ended up doing that. And I used those to feed, like a straw to feed my cows. I'll do a few rows on this field because we're not far from the farm. Set my GPS up. But yeah, we'll get to harvesting this field and do the two others. Hopefully, get a good yield out of it. And so far, it looks not bad. I mean, I didn't really put much fertilizer or anything on these fields. I need to put some nitrogen and stuff on it to make them grow kind of low on that part. Is my yield popping up on my map? Oh, so it is a good yield. At least it's a lot different than corn, so I'm not a big person on it. If it was in like acres, it would make a lot more sense. I don't know the tons. It's in tons and I don't know. I don't really know much about that, but I mean, right there is a green. Now I'm gonna say the nitrogen's pretty low. The pH isn't bad, but I would say it's because of the ground. Right there's, I mean, decent ground right there, I guess. But definitely open up this field. I mean, dude, honestly, like the more straw we get, the better. So, I mean, I'm honestly fine with straw bale on this, or I guess you'd be like soybean stalks. I'm pretty much, I guess you'd call it. I'm not for sure what they'd fully call it. But I think I should cut it off like right here, and I'll just bale like this quarter of the field up because I don't need much. I mean, I got a shit ton of straw bales, so I mean, if I need something like next year, I'll have the corn and soybeans to make it off of. Honestly, I think I'd rather do like corn stalks than soybean stalks. I'd say corn stalks are like more better. I don't know though. But I think you'd get a lot more off corn stalks, to be honest with you, but we'll do this field and then these two fields. With these two fields, they have a bunch of nitrogen on it. I did put nitrogen on it, not too crazy amount though, but it kind of was for like experiment purposes, not really like, that's like me getting into, because it's been a while since I've really fucked with the precision farming mod, and I kind of forget like the stuff with it. So I kind of was like doing experiment type stuff with that. Now these cows, well, I got the bulls and then the cows here. They're producing a lot of manure and slurry. I mean, I think it's like 5 liters or 5,000 liters a day. So I think by like next spring, I'll be able to put a bunch of manure and slurry down as like a nitrogen, which will be pretty good, especially for the corn. I mean, soybean don't really take like nitrogen too much, but I don't know how precision farming works, but like real life, it's kind of different, at least where I am at. But we'll definitely dig more into it in spring and see spring and see like how like how it happens and like the best thing. I mean, maybe I'll look up some videos or something on it. Somebody explain it to me better, because I'm not sure how the precision farming works. Found some stuff out on it, some info. Could just did the GPS the entire time instead of actually like controlling it. I feel like the GPS is kind of like I mean, like this machine you would have GPS on. I mean, it's not that hard to get GPS on machines nowadays, but sometimes it just feels like a little cheating. But I'm used to the old farmers where we didn't have GPS. You do all that shit yourself, or you hired a worker. But I'm not too big of a fan on hiring workers, honestly. Like, I like to do it. I like to do it myself. Now, another thing I learned and I dug into more when I started, when 25 came out, the swafting. So you get the swafter, with the DLCs and stuff. Swafting soybeans and then like picking it up with the special header. Nope, not that. This header. Picking up with this header, which you like swap soybeans. It gives you like I think it's like a 25% bonus on your like harvesting outcome or whatever. So I mean, you do get a good bit more of like crops out of it. I don't think it's a crazy amount, but 25% pretty big. But you do get some more out of it, out of their soybean harvest. Now I mean it's more work. I mean you're putting more on machines and stuff like that, but if you wanted to do something like that, you could. I mean, I might start doing that here, like next season or something, if I can afford one. I don't think they're that expensive, honestly. No. I mean, you could, like, $3 grand, pretty much. 300 grand, I mean, I could easily probably afford one of those after this. I'm very interested on how much money we're going to make, because with having dried corn selling for a lot more than what it usually does, I mean, I'm gonna be excited for how much money we make out of corn. I mean, usually I'm, more like focused on the soybean sales than the corn, because corn really you don't make crazy amount of it. Now soybeans you make a shit ton of money out of it, but so I'm usually more focused on the soybeans. But with the dry corn now, it's gonna make a bunch of money, I'd say. Hopefully, make it all the way around this field before I get full. And that would suck if I don't. It's gonna be close. We hit high yielding back there too. Yield map. Yeah, it's definitely the ground. Definitely the ground. Yeah, I'm hitting that good ground. That's what I'm hitting. Just getting a good yield out of it. So we'll get a decent amount of that's a decent amount of stuff. Now down through here it's yellow, which isn't bad. I mean, as long as it's not red, it's pretty good. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. My luck. Usually I wouldn't make it. So that's honestly like a good thing and a bad thing. Cause I mean, if it was yielding crazy, I don't think we'd make it all the way around. I'm hoping next year though to like learn the precision and figure it out so I do get high yielding crops. Is my GPS doing 2 rounds or 1 round? It's in 1 round, okay. So we'll just go back and forth from here on out. Honestly, I might do another row out, around. Just to give me more room. That's kind of a little bit of room. I don't know if it's enough room to really turn around. But, we'll see. Hopefully I get a truckload out of this field. I mean, I'm not for sure about that either. That's a bin. We'll see, but I'll harvest this field and I'll get with y'all when I switch fields up, or if something happens. I'll give you a end of the field review, how much I got and stuff like that. Well, boys, I end up running out of fuel. I got probably like over 0.5%. I'm like that much. Here's the yield of the cornfields. I don't think I've ever showed those. That would be the clover field. But the corn wasn't too bad. I mean, it's pretty good. The beans are so far pretty good. Like I said, I did about 1/4 of it where I laid it on the ground so I could bell up. Cause I could always have some more bedding and stuff like that for the cows. That won't hurt, but I'll have to go get my truck, wherever that is. Let me go grab that thing and I'll be over here. All right, I got my truck. I had to go all the way to the farm to get it, but I got it. I'm gonna pull in here to the crop farm. I call this the crop farm. Another farm down that road is my cow farm. I mean, pretty. When I have cows, when I have crops. Stop here and get some diesel. Put some diesel in the tank. Fill that thing up. Combine's gonna take all of it, which I won't need much to. When I'm leaving here, I'll fill the combine up so I can have enough fuel to do those 2 fields. But through here. This is the like the silage, whatever they call it, the bio plant or something, whatever they call it. That's what this is. I don't really use those. You know, all the silage I make and stuff like that usually just goes straight to my cows. We'll go over here, fill the combine up so I can finish this field. I think I was gonna make it to the end before I run out of fuel, but thought I had a lot more in there than it just looked like. I forget how I do this, to be honest with you. That's how I did it. Alright. Fill the combine up. I think this only will fill me up like a little niggy bit. I don't think that's that much. That's a decent amount, halfway. Damn. Take this truck back. I'll take this truck back over to the farm. I'll come back and get the harvesting, and then anything else happens, I'll give you an update. So far, I think I'm like one bin away from having a full truckload, so I will get a whole truckload out of this field, which that's good. I'll probably actually get a little bit, like probably like a truck full and like maybe a bin on the combine is all good. And then I'll move down to those other fields and get the harvesting those. Alright boys, I just got done with that field. That's how it yielded. I got about a truckload and a half off of it, which I mean isn't, you know, pretty good. I'm filling the combine up now, and then I'm gonna head down to these two fields. Hopefully, we'll see how they do. I don't know how much they yield or whatever. I haven't really looked at those two fields yet, but we'll get down there and see. Alright boys, I made it down to field 51 here. Now, for some reason, this field's yield map don't work. The yield map don't work. I'm not gonna see everything else but the yield map. Now this field is mostly good ground. So is this one. So we should get some good yielding crop out of here. I think like right here though, where this sandy is, it's not as good. Like I think it's a little worse than like this ground. But I think so. I'm not for sure. But this was just looking at the yield monitor up there to the left when I was harvesting this. But we should get a pretty good yield off this. I mean, I did, as you can see, one round and a little bit here to open up the field pretty much really good. And I'm at almost, well, pretty much a full combine load. I'm gonna grab the truck, bring the truck down here, and I'm gonna finish harvesting this field, and then break into this field. I think so far, I mean, this is pretty good yielding wise. We did have weeds that I had to spray in this field. So I mean, that's why you see the little dinky weeds all over the place. I bought this field in the spring, and it was cultivated. So like I just went straight in and plowed into it instead of plowing it. You know, usually I plow my field so the weeds aren't, you know, there. Breaks it up and makes it where there's no weeds grow. I usually plow, you know, that's why I usually plow all my fields. That's the only field I didn't plow out of the 5 fields I have. All the others got plowed. But I'll go grab the truck. I'll bring the truck down here and load the combine, and I'll finish this field. And then I'll let y'all know what I get. Alright boys, I'm in this field now. Field 50, I got 51 done. We got about a truckload and a half, like the full front loaded and a half of the back loaded out of that field. I think this bin might actually fill this truck. Got this bin from this field. This field is yielding pretty good, but like I said, the soil is good. That soil right there is pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna get a good yielding out of this for the most part. Just truck is literally basically full, basically. But I think I should get a little bit more, maybe like a half a truckload out of this field. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna have to go empty that truck before I get another bin load. Turn the combine off there. This mod, for some reason, the headlights, they you know, they're showing. The truck looks nice, but they're not actually like use. They're not actually using, like there's no light. So I might end up switching this mod out for something else, like switching the trucks out. eventually. I mean, right now, I mean, I'll get this harvest done with this truck, but at the end of this harvest, I might switch it out, seeing my options. I have a few other options I can dig into and pick from. But I'll get the soybean harvesting done. I'll inform you all what I get. I can even show you all the leaders and stuff like that we get. Then I'm probably going to end up belling them soybeans up that I laid on the ground. Seeing what I get from that. Hopefully that's, I don't know if that's going to give me more than like corn or what. If I'm going to get like a more yielding like wise than like corn stalks. I feel like corn stalks would be a lot more than the bean stalks, you know. But we'll see. I'll belt that up there and probably that'll be the end of today's episode. I think next episode we'll probably do some like fall tillers or something like that. Definitely. I love this mod. This mod's nice though. Yeah, this truck sounds perfect. It's just it's like the little key like my person isn't showing, or like the lights. I mean the lights look good, but for them not to actually like show, it just kind of sucks. Like my lights should be more than that person's lights, but no lights at all. But alright boys, so just got this little bit more to do. Of course I got left with like a little dinky fucking row at the end. This field I actually got to do GPS on. That field I didn't have GPS. I had to do it all manually. I don't know what's wrong with that field, if it's like just something glitch with the map or what, but as you can see, the yield map here, it's basically, you know, where the soil, this soil and that soil, you know, that being better soil got better yield from it. Pretty much that. Now what we got out of like this field was pretty much like I said like not a full truckload, but I say pretty close to a full truckload out of this field. Maybe we got about like 80% out of the other one. This was about like 50 pretty much. So like 60-70% I'd say, field wise. This truck, it's like this, yeah, seems about right. But get this thing folded up and up the road. I'll have to clean it off and stuff like that. And I'll probably get the beller out tomorrow in game and bell that up. This is a little too late, I think, to bell. Kind of hard. But yeah, I'll get the beller out and I'll bell that soybeans up. Go unload this truck and put this truck away, because I mean we're done harvesting. I was actually thinking about doing where is it at? Where's the contracts at? This contract, field 110 for 30. That's actually pretty good deal, honestly. I mean I could have that done pretty quick. I might do that, but maybe off camera. But I'll get this back to the farm and the truck back on the farm. Get this washed off and everything, and unload, put the truck away, get the beller out, and we'll see how many bells and stuff I'll get off. I probably got like, you know, just a quarter of this field belled. So I'll have to bell it up and see how much bells we get. I'm definitely going to end up switching this truck out. I mean, I like it, but it not having lights is kind of weird, I think, and not showing my person. I'm going to just end up leaving it there. I know it's a little dirty, but like I said, I'm going to switch them out, so it's whatever. Got the combine and grain cart in here, but we didn't really use the grain cart this year. I mean, I don't really have a point of using it at the moment. Until I, you know, get something, big fields or something like that, I'll use it. Go get let's go TP over there. Get this tractor. And I'm about to open that door and hook up to the beller. I didn't really give y'all anything on the cow operation at the moment. Cows are doing good. I mean, they're I have a bull. I bought a bull. I don't know if I explained that in the last episode, but I did buy another bull. He's 14 months. This one's still 10 months, and then you got the rest of these. They're not pregnant at the moment. I'm hoping they get pregnant here soon. Give them like 2 or 3 months, they should be pregnant or old enough. Well, I mean, they're old enough now, but I think they'll be like prime, you know, in about like a few months. Hopefully they get pregnant and we'll have some calves and stuff like that. I'm gonna end up probably having like this farm right here, cow farm, as like, you know, growing cow farm, and then that cow over there does like, you know, fatten up kind of farm. That's pretty much how I think I'm gonna plan it out. I'm gonna end up just belling this in the dark. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's farm somewhere, so. I mean, realistically, I'd probably bell at like 1, 2 o'clock. I think it is honestly calling for rain tomorrow. Yeah, it's calling for rain tomorrow. Well, in November. I have 1 day months, so November it would rain, so I'd rather just bell right now, not have it rained on. Get it over with. Realistically, it's what? 6 o'clock? Right? 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, something like that, so. It'll be alright, we'll bell real quick. I'm making this like big bells at the moment, and I just, you know, slowly use them, either like putting them in my my lot as like straw bells, as like bedding and stuff like that, or I feed them into my cart, which I only feed like a quarter of a bell in the cart, so that, you know, your feed carts on farms where they don't take much straw. It's more like hay, silage, and then you have the mineral now that they add in. It's pretty cool. Put mineral in there. But we'll get the bell on this up, and I think I have the bell count reset. It's crazy we made 140 bells with this beller. I think that's pretty crazy. I think I definitely made more, you know, more bells, but with the beller before. But already, you know, not even my first year being up with on this farm, making 140 is pretty crazy. But I'll get to belling this up. Like I said, we're making some big bells, so we shouldn't get like a crazy amount. I said probably like 10, maybe 10. Yeah, probably like 10. So, all right, boys, I'm coming up on the end here. I'm gonna end up getting 15 bells. No, 14 bells. I'm gonna be getting 14 bells out of this because I did download a mod today. The early bell release mod, whatever you want to call it. Unload unfinished bells. So I literally built that little bit up and lower down. I mean, that's just a little nicky bell, but just to get out of the beller, you know. But got all that built up, ended up making 14 bells. Pretty good, more than I thought, honestly. But I think I'm gonna call it here for the video. I mean, we got basically all the fields harvested now, corn and soybeans. Pretty much now left to do is, you know, your fall tillage. Or I might just wait till spring, honestly, do it all in spring. I do need to figure out fertilize-wise what I need to do and everything to get the, you know, most out of my fields and stuff like that. So I'll look at that. But I mean, it was a good yielding stuff, I guess. I mean, I don't know what really to make that green, how to get a fully, you know, good yield out of that stuff. I mean, according to that we did good, but I don't know, I have to look more into it. I mean, like I said, I'll have manure and slurry and stuff to put down in the springtime or fall time whenever I want to do that. I'll have a lot of that to do, so I mean, that'll be pretty good. I'll definitely have to go over and load the bells out of the field here soon. I'll do that off camera. Trying to make it the interesting stuff. Wow. The interesting stuff on camera and the not so interesting stuff off camera. I mean, if you all want to see everything, just let me know. I mean, I'll show everything. I mean, I kind of did that if you look back at my old episodes of like Schedule 1 stuff like that. I did do like full clips of like basically my entire live stream. I just edited out some dumb shit in it. And I kind of found that boring, you know. I mean, me watching it myself, I mean, I found that boring. About a bunch of boring moments that, you know, will make you click off. So, kind of putting the interest in stuff, and, you know, me, you know, getting right to the point in my episodes. I will keep going with this, though. I mean, I'm trying to grow this farm. I mean, it's a pretty good farm at the moment. Got some pretty good, you know, equipment-wise. But, definitely going to be upgrading, you know, throughout the years, stuff like that. And I might be coming out with a VR farming episode. I did post, actually, did I post some videos? I posted some videos on VR, but I can't remember. But I will be coming out with something very soon on that too. Just keep updated on that. I don't know what will be in the new next episode. Maybe some tillers or something like that. We'll see. But I'll definitely let y'all know. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.